Hey, what's up guys? Today I want to share with you a tip on how to blend difficult areas. And what I have here is I have a hood that was fixed right here and a fender that was fixed right here. Now the fender is a fairly easy place to do a blend, especially when the repair is done in the front. But when you have a repair on a hood like this, you want to make sure you blend that out properly, because it's easy to get blotchiness or stripes in a hood without trying to make a mistake and keeping the color over here. Now I'm going to share a tip that a friend of mine shared with me when I first started that took me under his wing, and I appreciate it. And shout out to my boy Dan, because he showed me a lot of these tricks, and I'm going to show it to you guys in case you guys need some help with these kind of blends. So let's get started. Now some of these blends can be difficult just because of where the repair on the hood was, and the hood is a big flat area. It's easy to make a mistake here when you're trying to blend it here, because if you stop in the wrong place, you're gonna get a big halo of color or a big shade or halo or stripe, and it's just gonna look horrible. So what I like to do is, and like I said, this is a tip that my friend gave me when I started my mentor, one of my mentors, which I've had many, thank goodness. And the first thing I'm gonna start with is I'm gonna cover all my areas that were repaired. So let's do that now, and then we're gonna go to the blend. Okay, I got everything covered with 2 coats of base. Everything that primered right now is covered with 2 coats of base. And in case I didn't cover this in the beginning of the video, I applied a wet bed before I started covering anything with my base coat. Now, if you guys want to check out a video on how to blend where I use it and I explain the wet bed, I'll leave a link for it right here for you guys to check it out. But let's keep going on this job, so I can tell you what my tips are on how I blend areas like this that might be a little bit difficult. Okay, so as you can see right here, I already started covering my fender. I'm keeping it very close to the front of the fender because this is a generally easy area to blend. All you have to do is softly blend it out a little bit further back from where the area that was primered was. Now on the hood is a different case, because on the hood, if you stop in the wrong spot, you're going to see a stripe or a blotchiness or some kind of halo that'll show you, because the hood is flat. It's easier to capture some imperfections if you paint or stop your blend in the wrong spot. Now here's my trick. So if you didn't notice when I was painting, instead of just covering the area that was primered, I started all the way from the top of the hood and went across all the way over to here. I went all the way across, up and down the hood, all the way up to this area right here, right? And this is where my area was primered. So now what I'm gonna do is, because you don't wanna stop in the middle of a hood with a blend. That's gonna show a stripe. It's gonna halo, it's gonna look blotchy, it's gonna look terrible, it's gonna look funky. Don't ever stop in the middle of the hood with a blend. This is what I like to do for a blend like this. So what I do is, when I have a blend like this where I have a spot right here on the hood, I try to go across most of the hood. And you see where this body line is right here? I like to use that body line to my advantage, because there's a groove on this hood right here where if I stop my blend right here, it's gonna disappear because of that groove and that body line, and it's not gonna show as if you were to stop in the middle of the hood. That's my trick. Don't ever stop in the middle of the hood with a blend. You could try to just do the spot, but it would be a nicer job if you just cover most of the area and stop in an area that's real discreet, like a groove like this. Always use these grooves on cars when you need to blend as an advantage, because it shades the area where you might stop your paint. Now, I've been using this technique for a long time, and trust me, it works. And I've made my mistakes by trying to stop somewhere in the middle or somewhere that just doesn't look good when you're clearing it. Trust me, if you stop in the middle, it's gonna halo, it's gonna look like a stripe, it's gonna look terrible. Don't do that. If you can find an easy spot like this that has a little groove and a line or something, I'm gonna stop right here in this area and then clear my hood, and you're never gonna see that it was blended. If you stop somewhere else that's gonna be obvious, it's gonna show. All right, I'm gonna keep working and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do when I'm blending. So in case you noticed this, and I forgot to mention it, I sanded the area where I base coated where the primer was, in case there was any little scratches that I wanted to remove from there. Now I got a video that covers that as well, and I'll link it right here for you guys to check it out. But it's very simple. All I do is grab a 1000 grit paper, and I just scuff over the area very lightly. It's just to make sure that there might have been any fine scratches or something that might come through later on when I clear it. So I just scuff it a little bit just to make sure any imperfections are removed, and then I cover it again and everything should be good. Okay, I'm all done base coating now. Now let me show you what we got going on. Now if you look here, you can tell by the tape that I stopped right here. There's a little bit of overspray over here, but that's nothing. I didn't go nowhere near this area with my base coat. But if you see up here, I stopped right here. Now that's not gonna really affect the color of the fender over here, so I'm not really worried about it. I prefer there be a little bit of overspray here, and then a stripe in the middle of the hood or somewhere where the blend's not gonna look right. So that's exactly where I'm at right now. See that? No color right here. I did not put any color on this side of the hood. I stood right in the area of that body line, and that's where my blend will be. And that will be a good blend. I'm gonna go ahead and clear this, show you the final product, and then be done. Well guys, that's it. It's all done. The blend came out great. It looks smooth. You can't see nothing. It doesn't look like it was blended. It came out nice, smooth, and seamless. And that's exactly what you want. Well guys, if this video was helpful, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I post a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Peace.